here. The tears, the frustration, being afraid. Hey, what's good, my YouTube? This your girl Harmony B coming at you with yet another YouTube video. But before you do anything else, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, all of that good stuff, because you already know we lit over here. And if you don't subscribe to my channel, then you're just not gonna be lit. I'm just kidding. But anywho, we're doing something different on this video today. I'm gonna do a labor and delivery story time about when I had my precious baby and everything like that. I'm gonna do a story time on that. So we're gonna take this all the way back to March 24th when I gave birth to my son. So we're gonna take it to March 23rd, actually, the day that I knew I was gonna have my son the next day. So March 23rd, typical night. I knew I had a doctor's appointment the next day. I was like, I'm gonna have my baby tomorrow. I don't care what nobody said. I'm gonna have my baby March 24th. For some reason, I always had that date in my head, even from the time that I found out I was pregnant up until I knew I was gonna have my baby on March 24th. So March 23rd, I danced a lot. I dropped it like it was hot. Girl, I was doing some of everything to make sure that my baby was coming out the next day. My husband that morning, before he took me to the doctor, I was like, look, we gonna have to do what it do right now, because I know I'm gonna have my baby today, and we ain't gonna be able to do nothing for 6 weeks. So my husband, he was kind of like, you not gonna have your baby today. The baby ain't coming till next week. Mind you, my baby wasn't originally due until April the 9th, but being that I was 37 going on 38 weeks, I was like, I could start trying to have the baby at least. If he comes when he want to come, that's fine. But so that morning, anywho, I got it in with my husband, TMI, because I'm just like, just in case. So on the way to the doctor, after I did the deed with my husband, I noticed that I was having Braxton Hicks contractions on what I thought they were. But I didn't really think they was real contractions. I'm thinking they was just Braxton Hicks. I mean, pretty consistent. They was coming like every 7 to 8 minutes. So anywho, we got to the doctor and sat in the room for a while. She comes in and she was like, do you think we're gonna have a baby today? And I was like, I don't know. So mind you, for the past 2 weeks, I was only 1 centimeter dilated. I never dilated more, nothing. I was always stuck at 1 centimeter. And I know I was stuck at 1 centimeter because I had 5 kids prior, so you know your cervix never fully closed after having kids. So she checked me and she was like, unfortunately, you're only still 1 centimeter dilated. You're only about 50% of phase, but you are bleeding. So I'm gonna send you over to the hospital to get evaluated, let you walk for about an hour to see what happens. So at this point, I'm getting excited because I know that I'm bleeding, and that's a good sign that maybe baby is coming. So I get to the hospital, they get me suited and duded in the triage. And they get me suited and duded in triage. The nurse comes in and she was like, she looks at the pad that I'm sitting on and I'm still bleeding. It wasn't a lot, it was just like a little blood coming out. So she was like, did you get checked in the office? And I was like, yeah. She was like, oh, well, you're probably bleeding from getting checked. And I was like, no, I think I was bleeding before she checked me. So she was like, oh, well, it's not a lot of blood, so you're probably not going into labor or anything like that. So I was like, okay. So she put me on the monitor, and for about an hour, she comes in and she says, well, you are having contractions like every 6 to 7 minutes. Some are consistent, some are inconsistent. But I don't think you're in labor, because if you was in true labor or beginning to labor, they'll be more consistent. So at this point, I'm really discouraged that I'm not gonna have my baby March 24th. I'm thinking like, my husband, right? I look over at my husband, I'm like, you're right, I'm not gonna have the baby today. I don't even know why we came to the hospital. I mean, we just probably should just leave and go home. And he was like, no, just get evaluated, you know, you never know. So the nurse comes back in and she says, well, we spoke to your doctor. She says to let you walk around for an hour, but we're gonna let you walk for 2 hours. So here goes some juice, here goes some crackers, go walk. So I'm like, I'm not gonna walk for no 2 hours for y'all to send me home, and I ain't having no baby today. No, ma'am. So she was like, girl, walk for 2 hours. I'm like, I'm not walking for no 2 hours. So I get my juice, I get my crackers, and I start walking. In my mind, I'm just like, I don't even know why I'm walking, girl. I'm not gonna have this baby. Every time I get excited about going into labor, I never do. So I don't even know why I'm getting excited about having this baby, because it's not gonna be today. So I walk and I walk for about an hour. So mind you, the area that I'm walking in is like the main area, like it's little, it's not that big. I'm sorry, I gotta keep stopping. My camera died, so I had to switch to my other one. Well, my phone, I had to switch to my phone because I had a camera when that died, so I had to switch to my phone because, girl, you know. But I was, I don't even know where I was at, but I think I already got to the part where I was in the area walking. The main entrance is not really that big, so when I was walking, like, basically it takes me 3 minutes to walk, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes to walk from one side of the building to the other. So I was basically back and forth from one side of the building to the other, and I noticed that my contraction was coming every time I hit like this side of the building, a contraction would come. Hit this side of the building, a contraction would come. So I called my sister and I'm like, girl, like every time I get to one side of the building, I have a contraction. Oh my God, I think I'm about to have the baby today. I'm not sure, I don't know. I think I might have the baby. So she was like, well, you know, just find out. So at this point, I still really wasn't getting excited that I was gonna have the baby, because I know that every time I get excited, you know, whatever the case may be. So I wasn't even getting excited about having the baby or whatever. She was like, why are you back in here sitting on the bed? I thought I told you to walk for 2 hours. And I was like, I'm not gonna walk for no 2 hours for y'all just to send me back. Hell no, like to send me home. I'm not gonna walk for no 2 hours, because no. So she was like, anywho, well, I'm gonna call your doctor and let her know that you back in here so she can come in here and check you or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. She was like, in the meantime, I'm gonna put you back on the monitor until your doctor comes in. So mind you, I have a midwife. I don't have a doctor, I have a midwife. So my midwife comes in probably about 10 minutes after I'm done walking. And she was like, so basically how it works, I guess, is you have a midwife. But in order for the midwife to keep you, to induce you, they have to go through a doctor to get the approval. So she was like, well, I spoke to one of the doctors and she said that I'm not going to be able to keep you unless you make change. Mind you, I was only 1 centimeter in the office. At this point, we pretty sure I haven't made change. Pretty sure I wasn't in labor. I was going to the doctor literally every week, and I hadn't made change. So we wasn't really like hopeful that I made change. So I'm like sitting there like frustrated, because I'm just like, I really wanted to have my baby today. Like March 24th was the day to have my baby. Like, I don't know what it is about this date, but I really wanted to have my baby today. And she was like, well, I mean, even if you made a little change, I mean, like maybe 2 centimeters, 3, I might can keep you. So I'm just like, whatever. So she gets the glove, she goes in to check me. So I'm finna pause right here. I have 5 other kids, and with 5 of my other kids, I never personally went in labor on my own. I was kind of induced with all my pregnancies because I either was having issues on my pregnancy or I was overdue. So I never like per se went in labor on my own. This time I went in labor on my own, and I actually dilated on my own. So you know how you normally get checked for the women that are pregnant or had a baby? When you normally get checked and you're about 1 or 2 centimeters dilated, it really doesn't hurt. It's more so uncomfortable than actually hurting. So when she went in to check me, girl, that was the worst pain of my life. I remember screaming. I was kicking. The other nurse had to hold me down. She was like, hold on. My doctor was like, hold on. Let me check you. Be still. Calm down. Because I think you made change. So she checked me. She was like, you are 4.5 centimeters dilated. So she tells the nurse, she was like, we're admitting her, so get her admitted. We're keeping you. So I look at her and I start crying, girl, because I couldn't believe that I was finna give birth to my baby. Like the baby that I fought so hard for on March 24th. I spoke it into existence, girl. I knew it was gonna happen. I spoke it into existence. I had my son on March 24th. So anywho, she get me signed in. The doctor looks back, well, the midwife looked back at me, and she was like, are you crying because you're in pain, or you crying because you're happy? And I'm like, oh, I'm crying because I'm happy. I'm about to finally have my baby. Like, she know what we went through for me to even have this baby, to even get pregnant with this baby. Out of all 5 of my other kids, I never had an issue with getting pregnant, holding a pregnancy, nothing like that. But for some reason, I guess because I am older and I'm pushing 30 years old, my body changed and things just happened, and you know, whatever the case may be, I don't know. I have to take progesterone in order to hold a pregnancy, things like that. I had to go through the whole 9 yards with him. It was moments where I felt like I lost him, bleeding, everything like that through pregnancy. So I was very happy that I made it to that day, girl, to have my son. So I get back to the to the labor and delivery room and get hooked up, get my epidural, things like that. Just kind of waited it out. You know, I really wasn't having no pain at all to begin with. I think when I got around about 7 or 8 centimeters, that's when I started to feel pressure. But I guess because I waited for so long that nothing really was happening, within 3 hours, my epidural started to wear off. This was around 8 o'clock when my epidural started to wear off. Around 8:55, I remember I just started screaming in excruciating pain. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm hurting. I don't know what the hell is going on, but somebody get this damn baby out of me. I don't know what's going on. Get it out of me. Like, how did I just go from being calm and sleep on epidural, to being in excruciating pain like I didn't even have an epidural? My doctor was confused. She was like, what happened? I literally just walked out. You was fine. I come back in, you're screaming. I was like, I don't know. I think my epidural wore off. Something is happening. So she was like, she called the anesthesiologist back in, sorry. She called him back in to basically give me some more. He comes back in, give me some more. Literally the minute that he gave me some more, soon as he shot it in my little thingy and walked out the door, I literally was pushing my son out. Like, my doctor was like, oh my God, the head is right there. Hurry up. Everybody's running, getting stuff together. She was like, give me one little push. I literally gave her one incy-bincy push, and my baby came out. I remember she was just like, grab your baby, grab your baby, grab your baby. So I leaned down, I grabbed him, pulled him up, threw him on my chest. And girl, I can breathe. My baby was here. My baby was here. The tears, the frustration, being afraid. Some days not thinking that my baby was even moving in my belly and something was wrong. Multiple trips to the hospital, different hospitals, because I didn't feel a movement that day or just whatever. My baby was finally here. I didn't have to worry about that part no more. And I just remember crying my little heart out because my son was here, Grayson. And I would show him to you all, but he is currently eating, and I'm not about to disrupt his, him eating right now. So I'm not even gonna bring him in here. And another thing is, I'm not too fond of showing my kids on the internet, because you know how that goes. Maybe the older kids, because they got TikToks and all of that stuff, but not my youngest one. But anywho, I had my baby boy, 6 pounds, 10 ounces, 18 inches long, and he was here. And the most happiest day of my life. And I spoke it into existence. I told myself that I was gonna have that baby March 24th. And what's crazy is, when I first found out I was pregnant, and I kind of knew that my pregnancy was okay, I remember looking at the calendar and I was like, okay, I'm due April 9th, but I think I'm gonna have my baby either March 21st or March 24th, but I'm gonna bet money on March 24th, and I'm really gonna hold that date. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have my baby March 24th. And I guess because I had it so stuck in my mind that I was gonna have that baby March 24th, he decided to come on March 24th. Like, I'm gonna come. She wants me to come on March 24th. I'm gonna come on March 24th. That's my labor and delivery story time. I really hope you enjoyed my story time. That was it. It wasn't really nothing major, but it was major to me. It was the happiest day of my life. So, like I said in the beginning of this video, please make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff, because we lit over here. And like I said in the beginning, I know I ain't that consistent, I don't even think I said that in the beginning. I don't know, but I'm telling you now, I ain't consistent. So don't depend on me all the time. But I'm going to try to come with more videos. I am, girl. Boy, I'm going to try to come with more videos, because I ain't even going to get to all that. But anywho,